Hello and welcome to MyAppBuilder. My name is David and I'm going to give you a walkthrough of how to build your app. So the first thing, once you've created an account, you'll see a dashboard appear, giving you an overview and some analytics. Now the first thing you want to do is create a new application. So in the top left hand corner, you'll be able to name your application. Now this name will appear under the app icon on your device. So preferably something short, but you can always change this later on. Now when the editor first loads, you'll be given an option to select a template. So this is predefined. You'll get your background images and a selected layout all ready to go for you. Perfect to save time, have a play around with before you get going. But there's also a blank template which we're going to be using today. This means you'll have to upload all the background images yourself, which is why we also recommend using a computer to start off with. So the first thing, let's change the screen size of the preview. Change a device there, gives you a bit more space. And let's change the layout. That's the menu layout. We have quite a lot of options here. Now some of our newer layouts do come with a lot more options than the older ones, have much more animations. You can change the logos, you can have images at the background, you can even have an invite login, which will only let you see the menu if you're logged into an account, getting people to register beforehand. And we also have one that has a pop-up ad at the start as well to direct you to a new feature. So it's worth having a play around with. All the options come out on the right hand side there. And you can see on the preview everything's live, so you can play around with it like you would a normal app. So this particular app comes with a slider. So this means you can add multiple images to the top half of the home screen and you'll be able to slide between these images. So you'll get a few more options here, things like size, the duration of each slide. We're going to turn that off for now. We also change the text positioning and the title case. So here we can change the home page image, just the image on the background you see now. You can upload it for different screen resolutions. You can upload the same image size. There will be a crop box, so you don't need to Photoshop additional screen sizes. So you can see now we can upload an image and you'll be able to crop to that aspect ratio. There we go. So you'll also be able to hide the status bar for iOS and Android. So that'll just be the bar along the top there. Can be useful if you want to stop your users getting distracted. You can change the currency here. This only really applies if you're using their e-commerce features, if you have a shop integrated. And the font there's a few options as well. So let's go on to the colours page. You have two ways to get there, either the sidebar or along the top. So here you can change all the colours of your application. If you go to the right hand side of the screen, you can switch between like a live view and a sample. So when you're on the sample like we are here, if you hover over a section, you'll be able to change and see the changes occur. So if we go to a different section there, it will change as you go. So we have a lot of customization here. Even the buttons you can change depending on what the action is. So many pages have different coloured buttons. So also do things like the spinner, the new message notification box, icons, even the toggles. So you see on the bottom of this page you'll have an advanced customization CSS box. So advanced users can click into this and actually add their own CSS, which can give you a lot of customization options. Check our website because we have a lot of codes listed on there for you to get going. So now we're going into the features tab where we add pages and modules. So right now we just have samples on the menu there because we haven't added any pages. But there's a lot of features here that you can add. You do need a minimum of 4 before you can publish your application. The best one to start with is the custom page. This is great as a welcome page, information page, because it gives you a lot of flexibility. So you'll be able to rename the page there. That's the name that will appear along the top header and on menus on the home screen. You can edit the icon. So we have a lot of icons here already. You can of course upload your own icons as well. Some layouts you actually can upload a photo and it will appear as an image on the home screen. Now this is currently activated. You can unactivate it, which will stop it appearing on the menu on the home screen. Just going to refresh that here now so you can see we've just reduced it to 1 page on the menu. We can edit this page anytime just by clicking on the page. So the first thing we'll do is add some text. You get a nice little rich text editor here. Okay, and we've also added a cover, which is a cover photo. Now you can reposition these, so you can just click and drag to change where it would appear on the page. We also have a ton of other features here, so we can add sliders, attachments, videos, you have address, which will link to maps. And you can also change the backgrounds on each of the pages actually. So if you didn't want the default colour that's set in your colours tab, you can have a image, or you can have an image of a colour, something different. So you see how it displays with the colours we selected earlier. Now it's best to have a play around as there's a lot of features there. So here on the Applications tab we can add the icon that will be displayed on your device's screen. Generally it's a square. And the back icon, which will appear on the header of each page, taking you back to the home screen. So we have the Android push icon there, and the startup image, which is the loading screen image. That can't be changed later on unless you republish the app, so we recommend you design it carefully. Now on the publication page, you can change the app's name that will appear on the device's home screen. You can add AdMob integration, either a banner or a time-delayed advert. And once you've selected a subscription, you'll be able to download the source codes for both Apple and Android devices. So let's take a look at the promotion. So you can enter your store URLs and generate a QR code. We have quite a lot of analytics data here. This is currently a demo screen, but once your apps are submitted, that will display all the data here. You also have feature analytics as well, which will be for things like the e-commerce and loyalty systems. So users, here are all the users that will sign up to your application if you have community features. The terms and conditions pages. So your API screen gives you access to things like Facebook login, Twitter, Flickr, Google Maps. Your domain name is what you can use if you want to view your mobile app on a web browser. So you can type that in to any browser and view your app. Most features will be usable, but some are limited to your actual native mobile app. So on your advanced screen, you've got many things that you probably don't need to worry about changing. A lot of things are filled in for you. If you do want to stop your users from turning your device, viewing it in landscape, you can change this here. It's not available for Android at the moment though. And messages are used if you've added the in-app messages feature, giving people updates when they use your app. But you can also send them push notifications, which will give them a notification even when they're not using the application. So you have to add the push notification feature to your app for them to show up here. But once you have, you can simply tick a single or multiple apps and send some information directly to them. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. If you do have any questions, feel free to reach out on the live chat or email us at support@myappbuilder.net. And if you haven't already, make sure you download our MyAppBuilder network application from the App Store. It has lots of guides, videos, and also lets you preview your app as you build it with full features.